My name is JT, and I'm the Less Than Average Car Guy. This is a brand new channel that I'm starting, and as you can tell by the title, it's going to be all about cars. I've been into cars since I was a little kid. I can remember being 6 or 7, 8 years old, playing with Hot Wheels and having little racetracks. And back when I was a kid, we had the electric racetracks, and with me and my friends, it was just a huge thing. And then I can remember around when I was about 10 or 11 years old, my uncle, my mom's youngest brother, took me to the Autorama here in Detroit, Michigan, and it was on a Sunday. I always remember, and we actually stayed so late until we went out back when everyone began to pull their cars out when it was over with. And just seeing all the hot rods pull out and the sounds and the squealing of tires and just how they look, it was just something that just hooked me. And like I say, most of my life I've always had multiple cars. Right now I have several cars, nothing high dollar, just what I consider average Joe, regular everyday cars. Although from different eras. A couple of my friends have commented and said, hey, you got a small car collection. And that kind of makes me feel weird because I don't have any, none of my cars are show cars. All of my cars, they get driven. You're liable to see it parked at the supermarket, Aldi's, at the mall. I drive them in the rain. And for those that are capable, I even drive them in the snow. So they definitely get driven. So they have nicks, dings, scratches, and everything else. But all of my cars are a part of the family. They all have personalities. They all have their ups and downs. But at the end of the day, I really enjoy them. And that's something I'm going to share on the channel. Something else I would look forward to getting into is perhaps at some point doing, car reviews. I definitely want to speak on some car news. I love car news, dealing with any brand. And as you can tell by the title as well, I'm the less than average car guy. So there's a lot of things that I'll admit I don't know. So when I get into after I share with everything I've done with my cars, when I get to the point where I'm actually doing upgrades or I have questions about different things I'm thinking about doing, I ask for feedback. I want the channel to be something that's interactive, where you guys can comment, give your opinions, suggestions, and anything else. I have thick skin. Hey, if you think my cars are crap, fine, no big deal. Say that in the comments. Everybody, one person's taste isn't for everyone. So that's pretty much all there is to me. Like I said, welcome to the channel. Thank you. This is my very first video. I thought it fitting to do it in the garage. Where else? So welcome aboard, and I ask you to go on this journey with me. I'm about to get into the introduction of my cars, and then I'm going to come back and talk a little more and go from there. This is our 1990 Ford Mustang GT convertible. We call her Foxy. I bought this car about 5 years ago as a present for my wife. This was her all-time favorite old school car. I really enjoy this car, and she probably means more to me than any other. 1, because she was a gift to my wife. 2, because red and black happens to be our wedding colors. And 3, we both graduated from high school in the year 1990. This car has made me understand the true meaning of the word nostalgia. Stay tuned for future videos of us cruising, me sitting on the passenger side, letting my scalp blow in the wind. This is our 2023 Mach-E GT Performance Edition. She's my wife's daily driver, and my wife calls her Cardi D. Please don't ask me why. Overall, not a bad car. Quick, the torque is insane, all electric, no gas. Hey, works for me. I look forward to doing some videos, giving my own personal reviews of this particular vehicle, as well as some videos out at the drag strip, lining her up against some of her automotive siblings to see exactly where she ranks, going as fast as she can in a straight line. So stay tuned for that. This is our 2006 Chevrolet Trailblazer SS. Around the house, we simply refer to her as the SS. I've always thought that General Motors must have had some pretty cool engineers back in the 2000s for them to come up with the idea of putting a Corvette engine inside of an SUV. In spite of her age, she is still very quick and nimble.
and a blast to drive. Around the house, she is primarily our grocery getter, and she spends most of her time in the driveway sunbathing. A few months back, when I was leaving the house with my wife and we happened to be going in the same direction, the SS had her feelings hurt by the toy electric car of the family, and since then she has been begging for a date at the track when she can try to settle the score.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the car that ushered me back into the older car scene. She is a 1986 Buick Regal T-Type. I purchased this car at the very beginning of 2020 during the lockdowns. Appropriately, I've named her Social Distance. And although she has a 40-year-old V6 in her with nothing but bolt arms, I believe she is the quickest car in the family. I look forward to doing videos highlighting the upgrades that I've made to her, as well as upgrades that I would like to make to her. But more importantly, be on the lookout for videos of us at the track with the rest of the cars to find out if she is truly the fastest car in the family. This is the newest member to the family. This is our 1981 Ford Fairmont. We call her Betty Black. And although Betty Black might look like your grandmother's Fairmont from back in the day, I can assure you that she is not. Several years ago, Betty Black began to struggle with identity issues. She swears to me that she is an 81 Chevrolet Malibu, but that she was born in the wrong body. In any event, she's a member of our family and we love her. She's a nice looking car to be her age. She's fun to drive. However, her and Social Distance have some very serious sibling rivalry issues going on. It's so bad, I can't even park the two of them in the garage together. However, since the tracks are open, we're going to get Social Distance and Betty Black to the track to see exactly who can win the crown of the fastest car in the family. Stay tuned. And last but certainly not least, my absolute favorite. This is our 2001 Chevrolet Silverado 2500 HD. And she really looks good for her age to be almost 25 years old. I get so many compliments on this pickup truck. However, I can't take the credit for how she looks. I bought the pickup truck 3 years ago, exactly how she sits, minus the tinted windows. The previous owner redid the entire truck, and he did a very good job. So grateful to have this pickup truck in the family. I believe every family needs a pickup truck, and she is definitely ours. So there you have it. Those are my cars. Or shall I say our cars. I am currently in the great state of Michigan. Therefore, that means that the cars belong equally to my wife and I, because this is a community property state. But anyway, nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed the videos. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. Let me know what you think of the cars. You know, hey, give me a thumbs up. I like this car, I don't like this one, I like all of them. Hey, I think all of your cars are crap. I have very thick skin, I'm not offended. And like I said, I'm just really looking for this to be a journey of, you know, car people coming together and just being interactive. You know, there's some things I want to do to some of the cars that I'm going to need feedback on. There's going to be situations where you all are going to be able to suggest some things. And I look forward to that. So, and most of all, video suggestions. Anything you want to see coming out of the channel revolving around my cars or anything car related, just feel free to get in the comments and let me know. Again, thanks for watching. I ask you to perhaps consider liking and subscribing to the channel. And until the next video, take care, be safe, God bless.